everybody, welcome back to Quest Junkies. It is Friday night, it is Strahdalicious. Over to our murderer, Dungeon Mummy.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and insight check you. Sarah, I see you in chat, and I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find where you live. I know where I can find information. Alright.
We'll take it out on
Anyways, everyone, welcome to episode 15 of Strahdalicious here on Quest Junkies. This is the episode where everyone dies. Disclaimer. This is a 18-plus game. My players are raunchy as hell, and honestly, Strahd, Curse of Strahd as a whole is just not necessarily the best thing to watch around children or at work without having headphones in, so just be mindful of that. We're going to go ahead and get started for today. Let's see. I'm going to start putting Bridget on the spot to introduce herself as she's finishing her chewing.
Hi, everybody. I am Bridget. I'm playing Lena Luhorn, the sneaky, freaky warlock.
All right, C.
Hi, I'm C, and I play Avrea. Excited for today's TPK.
Sky.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sky. I play Ileana. And, excited for TPK. You know, heals only go so far.
Patch.
Hi, I'm Patch, putting the P in the TPK, reprising the short-lived role as Linnell Calidora.
And River.
Hi, I'm River. I play Sarah, and I either punch or burn stuff.
And I am Bree, your humble dungeon mistress, here on Fridays. Now, I had a special request from someone the other day, and I'm going to fulfill that special request. So, I just want to say, message to my players, don't worry, my little players. In the wise words of Markiplier, I won't break you unless you deserve to be broken. Same goes for all of you in the audience here. So, let's get this show on the road. Now, last time on Strahdalicious, our players found the old windmill that had been, well, not so subtly alluded to as something being owned by the Durst family. But unfortunately, upon coming to this windmill, they realized it was occupied by a very familiar face. Our party decided to split into small little groups, all with their own motivations and things they wanted to accomplish. Unfortunately, this led to some very interesting situations where Ileana was trying to broker a deal with Granny. Linnell had her own little adventure alone. And she was not intent on making any friends. So, after Linnell left the strange little secret place, she ran in, caused some havoc with the chickens, and then proceeded to burning hands Granny after Ileana just painstakingly made that deal. We are starting in initiative order, with Ileana at the top of initiative.
Okay, so just a refresher of where we're at to give you a clear point of view, where I'm coming from. Granny had asked me if I had a friend upstairs, and I said, how would I know? But here are no ruckus, because no one gets burnt in the face without screaming at least a little. We're gonna make our way upstairs. And upon taking everything in, Dungeon Mommy, I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer.
When I enter the room, are there any clear windows to be seen?
There is. And clear is a strong word, considering that Sarah sits in the window.
Shit. Is she facing Sarah? Does mommy see? Does grandma see?
Does mommy, grandma? Okay, that's grandmother to you,
Grammy?
Ileana.
Does grandmother's, is Sarah clearly seen?
As a treat for you all, if you go to the maps in D&D Beyond, I have set up where everyone is.
Perf.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna press play and take a look before.
So just for my players, not for chat. I'm sorry. I can't share that.
Wait,
Stuck outside.
Oh.
roll 20, right?
Yes.
No, not roll 20. On D&D Beyond.
D&D
Yes.
Beyond with
So
their new map feature, which has been very interesting.
D&D Beyond?
So up at the
Yes.
top,
That's cool.
right above where it says current HP, there's a play button where it says Campaign Curse of Strahd, and it'll open in another browser the map.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is fun.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as complex as a lot of other things just yet, but hey, I mean, it shows you guys where you're at. You can measure, you can put things on, so.
Seeing that's the one window, I'm a not gremlin energy what I was about to do, because this would be bad for Sarah. I'm gonna run up and hearing Granny scream, Granny, are you Linnell? What the serious fuck are you doing?
And you would see upon getting to the top of the steps, Granny no longer looks like the sweet little old lady
Yeah.
that you had seen before. Instead, in her place is a creature with bags under her eyes, wrinkles deep,
Yeah.
sharp, pointy teeth. Everything is gnarled and ferocious.
Right. She's much cuter than I last saw her.
Exactly.
Solid.
She is a spicy hat for you, Ileana.
One second, Granny. And I'm going to create water that's 10 gallons on top of Linnell, wherever the fire is. I just want to whoosh. I want to make it gush.
You
Not
want
the
to make
first
it
time.
gush?
Yeah, I want to make it gush. So I'm going to gush water everywhere. We're going to make it real wet. And then
Are you?
even very much so. And then I'm gonna look at Granny, and I'm gonna stroke her cheek and cast Healing Word.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna heal Granny. I know I own. I'll just do it in D Beyond. Fuck it. Heal Granny for. Did it post somewhere?
In chat. That's why I give the content warning to listen with headphones.
Granny is gonna heal for a whole 5 HP.
All right. Let's go ahead and she is back to full health.
And that is my turn.
All right. Now, since we're still in turn order, and Granny's already gone, we're going to move on to Avreya. And real quick, let me check something. You should be able to control your tokens on that map. So, Sky, if you would like to move Ileana up towards Granny on level 2, you may do so.
Okay.
All right. For my turn, how does holding an action work? Can I move and then hold an action, or is it only?
I'll allow it. It just, I would say, if you want to hold an action, just specify what the trigger for it would be.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk to I forgot her name. But like the hag that's downstairs. Oh dear,
Bella.
the ruckus. I hope everything's okay. I'll just go up and check. And I don't want to go all the way up. I just want to peek my head, and basically on the stairs, let's say here.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to hold an action just in case everything goes wrong. I'm seeing that Ilyana is diffusing everything, but just in case, I want to focus on Lanelle
All right.
if she's in danger.
Which leads us to Bella's turn. The older woman looks, watching as you rush up, hearing the commotion, and she is going to use her action to shed her human-looking appearance and assuming the form of a hag. Moves to the other turn order. I have to move a certain very angry other hag into place, who has 30 feet of movement. Okay, 5. 15. Oh wow, it's not going to take a lot of time to get down there. So I'm going to enter at the top of the stairs. And so, Sarah, you specifically would see another very vicious and angry looking form of a hag appear at the top of the stairs, coming down towards you. Lena, you are the only one outside on the first floor.
Yep.
And you have not heard much of what's going on. You can hear the general commotion, but being outside has its disadvantages.
Just casually. Is this a door? I'm assuming this is a door.
That will be a door. So are you counting each square as 5 feet?
She has 30 feet of movement, so she uses her movement to get in the door. What does she say down here?
You would see Ismark, who is now has his hand on his weapon. And you would make eye contact with a hag known as Bella. She looks upstairs and looks back at you. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Going to... Let's see. Decision dice. She'll look at Ismark and ask, you've got this handled. Am I correct?
He just, he can't respond in this. So he just looks at you, just flabbergasted.
The stairs are spiral?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna take an action to dash and get more movement up the stairs.
All right. You would land behind Avrea, leaving Ismark alone with a hack down there.
Can I flavor this as she gets up behind Avrea, just taps her on the shoulder and just says, I suggest you return to Ismark at once.
Linnell, you're up.
Okay. Linnell is going to... She's going to hold her action. She's going to holster her blade. And she's going to kneel down on the floor where she is. She's going to place her hands on her legs. And she's going to shut her eyes. And she's going to hold her action. With the trigger being if she's attacked.
Ismark's turn. Ismark is downstairs. He's been left alone with his hag, and he has no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm going to make a wisdom check. Setting the DC for a 15. He has a +2. That's a 13. Ismark, upon seeing this transformation and being left behind by everyone, is going to do what most people would do, left alone in that situation. Instantly go into fight or flight mode. And as much as the party rags on Ismark, he's not going to back down from this. So Ismark is going to go ahead and use his attacks against Bella. And let's see, we're going to roll. First attack is a miss. Second attack is a hit. For 6 piercing damage. So let me go ahead and do that. Sarah. It is your turn.
Well, Sarah's first instinct was to go run upstairs because Linnell told her to. But when the hag comes down the stairs, she's gonna like, nope. And move away from her quarters of race towards where she knows Liliane and Linnell to be. And also just ready an attack in case any one of the others is attacked.
All right, would you like me to move your token? You may do so, if you'd like.
Do that.
All right. Which brings us to the top of the turn order with Granny. Go ahead. And those of you who don't know me and don't know my DM style, I follow the dice gods, and thus I allow the dice gods to make my choices for me. You've come into this place, a safe place, this place that looked magical and comforting, well established. The children looked happy. And you've injured every single hag there, causing them to introduce their hag selves. I'm setting this DC just like I did with Ismark, at a 15. That's a 13 on the dice with a +2 to wisdom. It makes it. Granny doesn't turn away from Linnell. But her eyes move to Ileana. Well, now, dearie, this has been a bit exciting, don't you think? Now, we had welcomed you into our home and you just... Your friends couldn't handle this, could they? Are we going to be friends, or are we going to be foes? I'll give you one last chance.
That's not up to me. You guys, make your choice.
How loud do you say that?
Loud enough. I want to make sure Linnell hears me. I don't think it'll be loud enough for Ismark to hear. But if Lena and Avreya are right next to me, then they'll hear it for sure.
I'm getting deja vu really strongly for this very moment. This could be interesting. All right. And are you going to do that on your turn? Or are you going to do anything else on your turn?
Am I after?
You are
Granny?
right after Granny, and she has not done an action. She is choosing to keep her turn to what she said to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action and pass. I've already made my choice with you. And I'm sorry for the company I keep.
Avreya, it's your turn.
This has all been a big misunderstanding. She's been very stressed lately, and she's prone to panic really easily. We'll just get out of your hair if you let us. And with my action, I'm gonna send a message to Ismark and tell him everything's okay. Stand down.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
That's it. Maybe if I can switch with Lena.
Swap. Yes, sure.
Just gotta scooch past you here.
Yeah, just
Just gotta scooch past. All right. Now, Granny is the head of her coven, but doesn't mean that she will always be listened to by her sisters, or her daughters, I should say. But this time, she is listened to. You guys are getting really lucky on these rolls. Even after being slashed at by Ismark, Bella hears the words of her mother, and she holds back the attack she was planning on making. Now, Ophalia is right after Bella. So there's still another roll to be made. That's a 14 on the die. Who is closest to Ophalia? Sarah. Now, you might not see it as she bumbles down the steps towards you, but she is angry. She is excited She is so ready to make some delicious pies. Let's see. Ophalia is going to go ahead and claw at you. That's a 17 to hit. Does it hit?
Hit.
All right.
Silvery barbs?
You want to silvery barbs it?
Yes.
All right, I'll re-roll. That's an 18 to hit.
Well,
Nah,
I
that
tried.
doesn't hit.
Don't forget about the
Thank you.
advantage.
Yeah, I give it to Sarah, actually.
Sarah, you take 13 slashing damage.
All right.
Lena. It's your turn.
Hmm.
The silence is deafening.
Okay. Okay, so we watched this happen to Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, you would see it happen.
She'll just offer to the room as a whole. To yield. Should you not yourselves yield? And hold her hands up.
Right. Linnell.
Just as a clarification,
Yes.
the four corners of this lighthouse on the map, they are windows, correct?
There is, let's see. Now, remember, this is a map that I'm using, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what everything looks like. So
Sure.
there is a big window that Sarah had came from that's at the bottom bit. But because of how everything had been put together in this tower, because of the burning chickens that are still running around crazed, a little bit more soaked, the remaining windows had actually been boarded up.
Okay.
So there are the windows there, but they are not open and exposed. So keep that in mind.
Duly noted. I think Linnell stands up. She turns around, looks at Sarah with a almost emotionless face. Like, I don't even think you'd need to roll insight. You'd be able to tell that she is the picture definition of guilt right now. She just gives you a look. She turns back round. Let them go. You're angry at me, you can be fucking angry at me. It's kind of my speciality, it seems. Or you know, maybe this is a misunderstanding and I help you get more souls than you could possibly imagine Barovia to have. And she'll just stand there.
Hey. Ismark is a good boy and is going to listen to Avreya and stand down. Sarah, you just took a good chunk of damage. How are you feeling?
Not as bad as Linnell would have felt, probably. Sarah's just gonna look at Linnell like, no, you don't do this. And turns around to the hag again. If you go after her, you go after all of us. Oh well. I can't speak for everyone, at least most of us.
Oh, she's
I'm
right.
not sure what deal you have. I just
You're
no.
right.
If you go and go
You're
after
right.
Linnell, then you'll no.
Back up to Granny. Okay. Everyone withheld their attack and showed good faith. Granny will visibly relax. And you see her slowly morph back to her human self, the sweet, withered old lady you had met before. She gives a pointed look over to Ophalia, who in turn does the same. Ophalia's appearance, none of you had seen the human form, not even Linnell, is much like her sister's, Bella, except she is a bit younger, perhaps in her early 40s, and quite a bit prettier as well. Except for the twisted smile that remains on her face as she watches all of you. Now, Granny looks at everyone that has gathered. Now, everyone, I say that we gather on back down the stairs. The chickens are quite upset, and I'm sure the children are all just as upset. They don't see us in this form too often. Down the stairs we go, everyone, one by one.
I'll make sure Linnell is not allowed to go down.
I think the way we walk back downstairs, we want to make sure there's at least one of us between Linnell, so there's no, illusions there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna stand off to the side and let everyone start going down one by one. And when Sarah goes by, I'm going to brush her forearm as she walks by and cast Warding Bond.
That do.
You and I are connected for an hour. You get a +1 to AC, saving throws, and have resistance to all damage. Every time you take damage, I will be taking the same amount of damage. So don't get hit.
I'll do my best.
Ophalia stands behind everyone else, ushering them, just letting them go before her as she begins to bend over and pick up one of the scorched chickens and stroke its feathers, watching and waiting Everyone going down the stairs then?
Hmm. I go down and go next to Ismark and just put a hand on his shoulder and whisper, "Thank you."
I have no idea what in the slightest is going on, but I don't like any of this. But I'm trusting.
Neither.
Oh.
We'll get through it.
And you would see Toby, who had kind of positioned himself out of sight, hiding, and he's gonna look up at everyone, worried, visually very anxious and trembling even. But not while he looks at Granny. Rather, it's when he looks at you all like he's afraid. Granny makes her way over to him, puts a withered hand on his shoulder. You see as Bella also assumes her human-like appearance. Granny turns to you all. Well, now. Liliana and I were having our talks. Has everyone calmed down? No need to speak all at once.
She's gritting her teeth a little bit, but she'll just say, yes.
Now,
Just
there seems to
slightly
be
simmering.
a misunderstanding that I seem to hear just not too long ago. It is not souls that we want. It's those without souls.
How can you tell?
It's quite easy, dear. Here in Barovia. Most everyone has that dead look in their eye, but there's something special. Or should I say, the lack there of something special. And we, my daughters and I, we can just smell the lack of that special.
Have you
All
sensed
of
that
us
with any of
here
us?
have souls then?
Why, yes, were you under the assumption that you didn't have souls?
I was just making sure, to be honest.
I'd been wondering.
No, in
You know,
fact...
gingers.
No, a common Barovian myth, spread by those afraid of the Countess. But...
So, Abrea, you're safe as well.
Phew, I was wondering.
Phew.
You gonna be okay over there, Sky? You gonna survive?
Die?
It's carbonated. I laughed and it went down the pipe.
Oh no.
And for those of you wondering, this is water. I'm not just drinking a tall boy on stream.
Death.
And speaking of water, what's the name of it?
Liquid death.
We are not sponsored
It's
for
Not
this episode,
sponsored.
but
Should be. Not sponsored though.
hey, Liquid
Maybe
Death, you want to
15.
sponsor us at Strahd? We'll take it.
Only for TPKs.
Only for our TPKs.
I'm sorry. Could we have this discussion somewhere without innocent ears?
Without the children, you mean? I promise you, Toby is... Well, he will listen to what he needs to listen to, and he will forget what he doesn't need to remember. Right, Toby? And he kind of looks up at Granny, and he just smiles oh so sweetly. Yes, Granny?
Will you forget the feeling as well?
Forget the... What was that, dear?
Feeling.
The fear?
That too, yes.
You will remember this all as a bad nightmare. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it.
Well, in that case, does that mean that the kids have no soul?
Oh no, these kids all have souls. As we said, this is their home, and we would never hurt our children with souls.
All right. And what is the difference? Why are you going after soulless people?
Well, you see, dearie, if you haven't noticed, Barovia is a place closed off from the rest of the plains. Yes, and you would of course know this, as you're not from this plane. You have that smell about you.
Thank you.
Now, when Barovia was closed off, there were a set number of souls contained within Barovia. But with the Countess as hungry as she seems to be, the amount of souls over time have, well, dwindled. And really, that doesn't stop people from procreating, does it? Very mortal of you all. And what do you do when a finite number of souls exists and more bodies exist? Well, then the soulless are born. And they are prone to deviancy of... And she looks over to Ileana. The not fun and exciting nature.
What a shame.
Just drifting on. Lifeless. Not contributing much to society. And this is our home. There are others that threaten it. You met the one who wishes to establish her own coven in the village.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'm sure
Exactly.
that one of the things that you might want to look into is the disappearance of children who she might consume to make her own daughters.
Is that what she's doing? She's probably taking the redheaded girls.
It could be, or it could be, just as the Wormers say, the Countess Strahd does have a fondness for redheads, after all.
All right, I forget about Strahd by a bit. But I am looking forward to the day where we remove the upstart coven leader. It's going to be a fun time. Granny, something I didn't tell you. You are also looking, and she points to Avrea, at your new landlady.
Oh,
Her eyes
we
narrow,
decided?
looking over at Freya. Landlady.
Oh, yeah. See, well, we're going to help you keep this place upkept. And eventually, when we start making profits from destroying the other lady, your kids are going to be well and fed, well clothed. I think that's what we're talking about. We wanted to give you guys more access to materials and resources.
Yes, this was gonna be our first business. It's lucky us that there's already a business here.
Because you're right, we're stuck here, and we were talking about where we're from. We're up and comers. We really need to figure out where we belong here. So we're just gonna treat you good. That's all I want to do.
All right, this is Ileana we're talking about, so she could be being completely truthful here.
Oh, I'm 100% truthful, but I'll roll whatever you want me to roll.
Now, if that's the case, I want you to roll persuasion.
All right.
Avreya, were you clued into this? I don't know if you were. So you might think that you're just kind of playing along with it. So maybe a deception roll?
I mean, I'm swayed. I don't feel
You're
that
swayed?
bad anymore, so
All right, then go ahead. Do a
Yeah.
persuasion roll as well.
17.
Okay. Okay. 22.
22. She appears to be thinking for a brief moment. Well, and you'll help us perhaps expand? There are, after all, a lot of children out there without homes, and, well, we take in what the orphanage in the next town over can't handle.
I would love to hear more about that, actually. But yeah, we want to get like a cluster of what we call in other places boutiques. We want to get materials. I think Sarah wanted to open like a dojo, which is like a fighting hut where you train people. An apothecary.
Train them for what? Like the Countess would train an army?
Oh wait, she does that?
Oh, she has her own army of sorts.
Okay. Wow. All right. Sure. But like more for fun. And we could start like these tournaments. Oh my gosh. Imagine if we got the best fighters from each little town and the top one earned a prize. And if you sense any of them are soulless, take your pick.
Now, my dears, much as I love your enterprising young mind, you do realize that you will be receiving a knock on the door from Countess Strahd very, very quickly if you happen to expand so fast.
Oh.
That's actually something I was thinking as well. We help you out, you help us out.
I mean, a village full of women versus one Strouch. She ain't even got that many teeth anyway.
Compared to me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It does seem like she's an annoyance to you as well.
I have no real issue with the Countess. I keep out of her hair, and therefore she keeps out of mine. It's an understanding of sorts that I don't intend on breaking.
So, if we take your lead and take our time, we should be all right. Then just don't rush and do everything at once.
Perhaps, but I have a feeling that you all probably already have the eyes of Strahd to begin with. Quite a unique bunch, after all.
That asshole does. Right, Linnell?
What, we have her eyes? None of us are related to her, right?
Oh my gosh.
Who's been holding out on us? Empty your bags. I would like to see these eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Your group is quite the brightest of bunches, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Charming.
That one punches open letters. Right, Sarah? Yep.
Unique way of getting that done.
Unsuccessfully.
I imagine. Now, since we are in the middle of brokering these deals, would you all like a bite to eat?
I'll pass, thank you. But actually,
In a show of good faith,
Well, could I get one of the sweet ones, perhaps?
She smiles at you, and you would see that there is a ton of just smaller personal pies sitting on one of the counters, cooling.
Quick question.
Yes.
Are we still feeling the craving?
Oh, absolutely. Linnell and Lena, I mean, you've been able to kind of ignore it for the most part since you guys have not been in the vicinity of the pies. But especially now that it's been pointed out, that craving is just gnawing in your chest, in your throat. You'd swear your mouth is salivating. Strange feeling, considering the two of yours bodies, but still, you would feel it there and as strong as ever. What did the two of you do?
Do you feel the need for some air to Linnell?
Question for the DM.
Yes.
If I wanted to resist this craving,
Wisdom save.
I would like to flavor this
Mm-hmm.
as not because she knows why she has the craving and
Mm-hmm.
all that context. She's attempting to resist the craving because the feeling of not having the pie and the overwhelming shitness that is causing her to feel right now
Mm-hmm.
is probably the first thing she's really truly felt in a while. So she's trying to make it last as long as possible.
All right. Go ahead and make that wisdom save then.
I also made one.
I got an 8.
I also got an 8.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately for the two of you, that is not enough. And if anything, you feel that craving even stronger.
But I might have an
Perhaps
idea.
the sense, well, you already rolled your 8, so you're going to have to wait. The sense of that craving, stronger, the gnawing, more intense. And the two of you find yourselves unconsciously moving towards the pies. And with an 8, go ahead, I would like the two of you to roll me a d4 each.
Dice. Also got a 2.
All right. So you both got 2s?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and... Nope, I have it right there. All right. Lena, you pick up a sweet pie and you take 2 bites. Messy
Okay.
crumbs and filling sides of your cheeks. Linnell, you pick up a meat pie and just as ravenously dig in, taking 2 bites. And both of those pies taste even better than they did before. The flavor, even for those of you with dull senses, the flavor bursts in your mouth. And you feel that sense of elation back and strong, rooted in your bodies. Happier than you have in so long. Roll me another wisdom saving throw, both of you. 10. 9. You both ravenously finish the rest of the pies that you grabbed. And you are currently distracted. The rest of you. What are you doing in this moment? Avreya, you said you had chose not to partake in the pies. Perhaps opting for a sweet one instead.
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, I want to cast message and ask Ilyana, should I show the reliquary? They seem well versed in souls.
Might as well.
Well, while we're talking about souls, I have this I want to show you. What do you think about it? And I take the reliquary from my backpack.
She takes it in her hand. Oh, how unique. Well, if only you've gotten your hands on something like this in a place with such a strange experience with souls. You know you can store a single soul inside of this, right?
That's what I've heard. What would be the purpose of that?
Oh, well. Some people utilize souls in magic. Some do it to trap the people that may be bothering them inside. And some save the souls for later. Or perhaps other purposes. It's quite, I suppose there's no true answer to that question. You can get creative with it if you like.
So, could we, wild idea, could we trap the upstart coven soul in there, and then you could make a pie out of her body? Wouldn't that be
Annie
fun?
grins from ear to ear. Her teeth, surprisingly sharp even in human form. Just sharp and yellow, rotted. Why, that would be a swell idea, Ilyana. Truly, are you sure that you're a normal mortal? I get a smell of something deep and twisted inside of you. It's quite lovely.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, after all that, what would we do with the soul? Do you have a way to dispose of it? I don't think we'd need it.
I would pay you quite handsomely for that soul if you brought it back to me.
And would we keep the reliquary? Or
If
would you
that
have
is-
to?
If that is what you request, I suppose I can give it back.
All right, I'm in.
After all, I won't be needing to store that soul in the reliquary for long.
Oh,
I am quite famished myself.
well. One last question. If
Yes.
we were to save a soul of somebody, would that somebody act like you were talking about earlier? Like they don't have a soul?
You can't provide a soul to someone born without one. Souls are quite specific. Though, I suppose if you had a soul without a body, you could find them a body.
And what if it's the opposite? What if, for example, I were to save my soul in it? Would I start acting differently?
Yes, you would. You would no longer be yourself. After all, what is to be mortal without a soul? Your
Thank
very
you.
essence would be gone.
Thank you for all the information. You've been very helpful.
Of course. Oh, it appears your friends are quite big fans of my pies.
Yeah. That's another question. Why would they start... Last time they ate one, they started acting real weird.
Well,
Why would that be?
I assume for souls as aged as theirs. Well, it is a unique situation. I fear even myself, I don't know if I quite understand that. It's unique and I'd quite like to study it, but something tells me that you all don't intend on staying here very long.
Nope, we're gonna be out of here and out of your hair. Actually, pretty soon. We got places to be. Just wanted to stop by, kind of see the sights. Say hello.
How are Linnell and Lena acting?
Two of you want to make me another wisdom save?
16.
18.
Well, the two of you had ravenously devoured the pies you had grabbed. You seem sated. Like, that fulfilled that gaping emptiness inside of you.
I have an idea of how to flavor this.
Go ahead.
Probably a lot more giggling at nothing, in that same way of joyously laughing and speaking, of course, what fun, giving the grannies at the table a look like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
When we leave here and we eventually hit that town that you're taking extra orphans from, who could we make a connection with to make a new friend? Say hello. Get on their good side, because as you can see, sometimes that's not our strong suit.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I have no recommendations. I only have words of warning. Now, you all look like a proper, sunshiny group. But the town of Valaki require, well, let's just say a bit more sunshiny. The burgomaster there holds constant celebrations, and smiling is required at all times of the day.
Ew.
They have plenty of rules in place, so if you intend on stopping there, if they grant you entry into the town itself, well, I would just be mindful that some of you may need to practice your smiling faces.
Will grin do? Does it have to be teeth?
Granny looks over at Sarah and is like, you might have some work to do, dearie. Perhaps
My mom says my
Ileana.
smile is really pretty.
I'm sure she does. Ileana, I would advise you to perhaps practice with your grimacing friend.
Yeah. She's better at showing her teeth than I am.
Well, no one said it has to be a toothy smile.
Oh, good.
Just look bright and chipper, which... Her eyes then go to Linnell. You all might have an interesting time, but that is your problem and not mine, to be frank.
Granny, it has been lovely to see you, but kind of like feeling the air. I think we're gonna have to bid you adieu.
When you come back with that soul that we discussed, we can make more formal arrangements for the rest of what we discussed.
All right. Are y'all good with continuing about our business? Or do you want to stay? The Granny.
Ismark kind of nudges Avrea. I think that the sooner that we leave this place, the better.
I agree. It's been lovely. I'm sorry again for the misunderstanding.
Bella and Ophalia just still silently watching the group. Bella's face stern, displeased, and Ophalia still that unnerving grin on her face. And Granny, who looks quite peaceful in the moment. It's no problem, dearies. After all, it was all sorted out, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Do be careful on your journey outwards. Even though Wallachia is fairly close, it's still quite the dangerous trek.
And you be safe in the town of Barovia, where idiot thugs will push you around.
Oh, well. If you think it's a little pushing that could do me in, Ileana, I assure you, that's incorrect.
Yeah. After today, I'm certainly not worried about Granny anymore.
You know, I kind of regret stepping in. It would have been more fun to just watch at this point.
Smiles at you. Ismark is starting to kind of inch towards the door, his hand gently wrapping around Avrea's upper arm, urging her out the door.
All right, we're coming.
I don't like how that one that's quiet and grinning is looking at all of you.
They're friends. It's okay. It's better to have them as friends than our foes, as foes.
Friends for how long, I wonder? Until we have our guards down?
Long enough for us to leave.
I think if they're both by the kitchen after they ate the pies, the nearest door, Lena would just gently wrap an arm around Linnell's waist and start inching the two of them toward the door as well.
And with this, I hear my child crying. So we're going to take our 5-minute break. And we will continue as you guys head out of the windmill and move onwards. All right. We will be back after our bio break, everyone. Stay tuned.
See you shortly. Welcome back to Strahdalicious. Dungeon Mommy, back to you.
All right. So before we went on break, our players managed to avoid certain doom, getting themselves out of the situation that they were in, very precarious, fighting against the hags. Ileana managed to reinitiate that conversation of the deal and kind of smooth things out between the party and Granny. Lena and Linnell failed wisdom saves to resist their urges to consume the pies, and much to my players' dismay, they feel quite happy and content upon eating those pies. And that effect will be in place for the next. Can you both roll me d4s?
Why, certainly. I roll my Linnell d4. 3.
All right. 1 hour for Lena, 3 hours for Linnell. All right. And you guys were in the process of heading out of the windmill.
Mm-hmm.
I think picking up where we specifically left off, as Lena put her arm around Linnell's waist, I think she will. Oh.
Heads up. Someone in chat says they only see the break picture. I don't see the break picture, personally.
Me neither.
Might be just you.
Maybe
Sorry.
refresh.
Yeah. All right. But
Yeah,
all right,
as
sorry about that.
no worries. As Lena puts her arm around Ileana, getting my character names mixed up now. Linnell's waist. Linnell will reach her arm over Lena's back, across her shoulder, and as we're walking out, the rest of the group will see she actually smiles and she pulls her head in and kisses the top of her head as they walk out.
They definitely look like a giggly mess as they exit that door.
How was the pie? Did you like it?
I didn't think I would miss eating so much. I thought it was overrated, but man, that was good. That was so good. Like, criminally good.
Really good.
Can I insight check?
I mean,
Yeah.
See-
go ahead.
It's like they're
Alright.
drunk again.
Oh, that's natural 19.
Same.
Okay,
24.
oh, that's a 21.
All right. They are under the effects of the pies, so I would
Can I
assume.
hit them on the back of their heads? Like snap them.
You can feel free to do that. The effect's still going to stand.
Hey, come on, we can't be kinky in front of children. At least, give it 10 minutes till we're, further back in the woods. Don't threaten us with a good time, fists.
Hey, you kissed me first.
Shh, don't tell her. Shh.
If I was gonna be kinky, it would be more than just a slap on the back of your head, believe me.
Ismark's just like, all right. If you all insist upon all of this, then let's get you out of the door. And he's just now working on ushering everyone out as fast as he can.
If there is a Barovian version of the song Show Me the Way to Go Home, she'll be whistling it.
Let
Probably
me try
sounds-
something similar. I want to just wrap both of my arms around both of them and just walk like that. And in the meantime, twin spell, lesser restoration. Aren't we having so much fun?
Come on, Bree.
Okay, let me see lesser restoration. I need to find the specifics on this. will allow you to reduce the effect by 1 hour using Lesser Restoration, which
All right.
puts Lena at 0, so she is back to normal. Linnell still has another 2 hours.
Fred, did you do something to your hair? It's amazing. Like, I need to sort out
I'm
this
glad you noticed.
this ratty mess of mine. Like, I apparently not done anything with it for fucking 400 years. I mean, fuck me, I guess.
We'll do something about that. Don't you worry.
Speaking of which, Linnell, how are you feeling about that? 400 years.
I mean,
Looking great.
Right.
there is an old saying in Barovia. I have no idea what it means, but the hashtag blessed. I don't know what a hashtag is, but it sounds kind of sexy. I'm not going to lie.
Ismark's just like deadpan. You don't want to know the real meaning of hashtag here.
Oh, but now
Shakes
you
his
say
head.
that, and I kind of really
It's a curse.
do.
No, you don't.
But they're probably into that. I can attest
It's
that.
well,
Black Spade.
she might, and points to Ileana. She might be into that, but it's the ritualistic, sacrificial thing.
Yeah.
Lena just starts quietly seething.
Ilyana. Can you look less excited about that, please?
No.
Ritualistic?
Who hasn't had fun with a ritual or 3?
I believe I have not so far.
Yet.
Yet. Now I'm open to learn stuff.
So I'm gonna just seeing Lena react differently. I'm gonna just take my arm out of her, away from her shoulder. Everything all right?
She's just gonna stand outside and stare daggers at this building that they just left.
Well, I knew something was up. At least it worked for you. It didn't seem to work for her.
It's unfortunate. If I ever look at, smell, taste, see another pot again, I'm going to scream.
From further down the path, you hear Linnell go, "Hey, I know there's a few of us in this group who definitely know how to make you scream." Yeah.
Her fists clench and unclench at her side, and I think there is some electric current passing through her fingers that resembles a purple spark of an eldritch blast, but not worth it. One day, but not now. She's just going to rigidly turn away from the building and rejoin everybody else.
Yo, Lena, looks like you learned something pretty neat today. Look who has a soul. You do.
I think she's going to message Ileana and just say in plain common, the things I would do to that building should we be at full strength would rob me of my soul. I am absolutely certain.
Well, we can go either way, honestly. I'm not set on one destiny, so.
Later, perhaps, when we are stronger.
And we can
We
do
have an
cooler
army.
shit. Right. An army? Well, maybe. If we amass an army, I think after learning that Strahd has an army, we should be like, whoa. And then they'll be like, whoa, and then we'll be like, ah, and there will be blood everywhere. It'll be great. Army v army, that'd be so cool. I'd pay money for those seats.
I might have just had a really bad Chaos Goblin idea.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
As we get like a decent enough distance from the windmill, well, I'm going to make a wisdom check first to see if I really do this.
Ooh.
Oh, what a time to get a natural one!
Oh, God. Yes. Yes.
Linnell hearing
Nice
this,
gods have spoken.
Linnell hearing this conversation, like, that's a really good point, Ileana. Speaking of Strahd, she pulls the book out of her backpack. She throws it up into the air and casts Burning Hands on it with her last spell slot.
Oh.
Oh.
You
Well, it's better than what you did last time you were drunk.
would see the book flying in the air, slow motion. Pages begin to scorch at their edges. Again, that elation in you from eating those pies grows, the excitement grows, and just the satisfaction of watching the pages burn until it falls back down. And the flames extinguish. The book begins to knit itself back together, fiber by fiber. Looking full and complete.
Have you tried punching
Not
it
a
yet,
scorch
Sarah?
mark.
I was gonna suggest that.
Well,
I'm not
No,
gonna
like-
lie, that's pretty fucking cool.
well, Linnell, don't forget. To destroy the book is to destroy you. It lives, it reknits, it renews, and so do you. You're one and the same. Hell,
Does that
imagine
mean
if your
you're
soul was
immortal?
tied to that thing.
Wait, I'm immortal? Well, fuck, what are we doing here? Let's go kill Strahd. Holy shit. I didn't know it was that easy.
Well, I mean, you keep dying, so you're not good at it.
We never
Death.
looked at the book
What
when
even
you
is death?
fell unconscious before. It's entirely possible.
Let's not find out, Linnell.
Wait, that's it. I've got it all figured out. I just need to keep getting killed until they die of boredom. Because it's going to be so fucking boring killing me over and over, and then all of a sudden, surprise, I'm back, hello!
Frankly, Linnell, I find that to be quite the shit idea. Personally speaking.
Look at
Let's
you.
keep it on the back burner.
Ismark, I recognize your feeling and it is valued and appreciated. You are welcome to own it. And I am happy to disagree with you. It is fine.
Proposition. Can I ritualistically sacrifice you to the one and only best goddess ever, Shar? Just to see what happens.
You know,
I'll
when
make an altar.
you know what? When you talk about it like that, it sounds really kinky.
I think that sounds like such a shite idea as well. Freya, please speak some.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
where is Lancelot, by the way?
Scott can't
right.
listen.
He.
Roll for whistle.
Whistle noise. Whistle noise.
If you just say it enough times, maybe a whistle noise will happen.
I'll run back. I'll go get him.
You hear a very, like, morose and sad, oh, wavering, oh, coming from the bush he was stuck in.
It's coming from Ismark.
Yep.
Ismark's like, not for Ileana, I won't.
Aww.
You want
I
for
whistle.
Freya then?
He doesn't actually say that, okay?
Come on.
Aww.
That's headcanon, Ismark, okay?
Oh, he
I'm a-
whimpers for Freya.
I'm gonna go give uppies to my good boy. Ooh, I've made very sad.
He's just whimpering, like,
Come here, puppy.
gives you a few sad licks.
Oh, I'm so sorry. There.
Shaking like a leaf.
Oh no. Ismark, look at what you did.
What I did?
Yeah.
He was
Begs the
left
question.
behind.
Who's the leader of the pack
Fucking
among the two
Walter.
of them?
There.
Just leave them
I-
alone. It's fine. Ignore them. They'll get tired of it.
Who's the alpha?
Bloody.
Inquiring minds.
I have half the mind to send Lena back into the windmill. But continuing on.
Okay. Let's all
And he's whispering
calm
this
down.
to Avrea.
Let's all calm down. Don't let them get to you.
All right. You all are back. On the other side, the road continues on past the windmill. But you guys are back towards the area, the direction that you had came from, as that's where Lancelot was stationed.
Does anyone know any good road traveling songs? There's a lack of music in Barovia.
I mean, I don't think. I think Barovia music tends to be like kind of like a funeral dirge, but I don't. Maybe we could write one. Why don't we write one? That would be fun. I can't sing for shit, but well, I can write in my little fucking Strahd book, so maybe I can write lyrics. I don't know.
Yeah, ask Strahd for songs. How about that?
I could totally do that. Where did I put my quill?
Is Strahd the new ChatGPT?
Strahd GPT.
Don't make me pull up ChatGPT and have it write me a Barovian song for you. I'm not above that. Let's see. While you guys are deciding what you're doing next, while she's writing in there.
Well, I'll just start trying to make up a song.
About,
Oh, sorry.
you were talking about like whole rituals and stuff. What's involved in these things?
Well, I mean, it depends. Sometimes it's a sacrifice. Well, most of the time it deals with a sacrifice of oneself in some way, shape, or form. A test of skill for some. Blood most of the time. An unwilling participant, unless you magic their way into participation. But there's also like fun rituals. I know that there's this one goddess that people hail, and they get beautiful silver hair by dyeing it. I think her name's Salune.
Salome.
I love Selena. I mean, I've heard of her.
Mm-hmm. So,
No idea what that is.
well, you've never seen it, but it's the moon. She's a goddess of the moon. My goddess is goddess of all darkness, everything that came before the light. She's really the best, you know. The Dawn Father, fuck that guy. He's such a tool. Such a tool. Don't even get me
He
started on
sounds-
Dawn Father.
Oh.
He's just like, call me daddy. I'm a strong arm all of you. But, you know, it's very missionary, super vanilla. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all of his followers.
Mm-hmm. And the followers of Shar are, well, the opposite. At least the one I met.
Mhm.
The one.
The one.
I've
Yeah,
only
That's
ever
all you
met
need to
one.
form an opinion.
As I accidentally disconnected my other computer from the internet by kicking the thing. Oops.
Oops.
Oops. Just in time for me to see our resident monster fucker has been naughty 14 times, then it disconnected. All right, I'm going to post what I've genned in the chat, and whoever wants to sing this, I will give you inspiration.
One of you Barovians, it's your time to shine. Let's go.
I also genned something.
Make that into a song, and
Oh, that looks
Linnell,
real nice.
Linnell, you are feeling quite in a good mood.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick vote from the table. What would be the most un-Linnell genre of music?
Country on the road again, or country road?
Country.
So
Country.
Line dance.
So Linnell
Musical theater.
starts singing in this weird voice that you've never really heard from her. Maybe this is the old Barovian accent coming through, like of ye old Barovia. As she starts singing this old country song, emphasis on cunt.
Get another naughty point for that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a go. Hey, Linnell's compromised right now, so she'll go. I believe I have an old customary Barovian tale. It is perfect. And I think it really emphasizes who I am as a Barovian. Like, I'm sure once I've done it, you will understand. Okay. She starts clicking. In Barovia's gloom, shadows whisper low, Strahd's icy grip, a never-ending woe. Haunted woods where darkness clings, a folk song we sing as hope takes its wings. We're just getting started, believe me now. Oh, Barovia, under the pale moon's gaze, a land of sorrow in endless maze. Through misty veils and haunted nights, we seek the dawn in the fading light. No, that shit's shite, that's a dawn, father. We're off to Velaki. I probably smell like pee. I don't remember the rest.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I hated every moment of that.
I wish we could record that so that we could show her.
Please tell me we haven't eaten our last whore.
Why did that feel like country mixed with Hamilton?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Oh God! Give yourself a inspiration point on your character sheet. You can use that at any time, even after your roll.
Amazing. Hell yeah.
I reward my players for making a fool of themselves on stream.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome, babies. All right. So now that you all have witnessed that performance of Linnell's, how are you all feeling?
Inspired.
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be a little rock, maybe some heavy metal, but that was that. I'm so proud. Thank you for sharing your heritage and cultural knowledge with us in the form of song.
Hey,
That's pretty out of place for.
you guys want to know a secret? Like, if anybody in Barovia knows about classic Barovian music, like pure, like of that genre, like one time when I was being tortured by Strahd von Zarevich, I overheard her singing about Svalich roads, take me home.
I've heard that tune in a couple places, so I think it just transcends.
It is timeless. It's timeless.
I
Wordless, apparently.
took Barovia for a polka genre, but this is great. Wow. Have you ever heard yodeling before?
Is that like, what, some kind of fruit?
Oh, man. If we ever get the chance to charm anyone into yodeling, that'll be a sight.
Would we have to give them an example of it if they don't know what it is?
Oh. I don't know. That's a good point, Andrea.
What is a polka?
Oh, man. We're
Polka.
gonna...
I don't even like her.
Oh, my gosh.
I automatically hate whatever polka is from that very interaction. I think that tells me more than enough.
You really feel strongly about things you've never experienced before. Good for you.
I suppose I have a strong moral code.
Can I just say, guys,
Is
we
that-
have such healthy communication in this group. Like, I'm so proud of us, guys. Like, this is good. Like,
Leading over to Avria again. She is really far gone, isn't she?
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It's unnerving. This is not the Linnell that I know, and it makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
I'm honestly worried how she'll feel after this is done. I wish I could alleviate some of it, but I don't know how. I've tried all I can.
she starts like walking off the road ahead and starts singing to herself again, like making up songs about herself. We're all going to the Hotel Calidora. It's funny because that's
it would
my
be
name.
Really fun to record this and show it to Linnell when she's like not of her rocker anymore.
Could we? Do we have a way?
I feel like that would cause her psychic damage. I don't think she should ever remember any of this.
I was being facetious.
Oh, but see, the thing is, Lena, did you remember everything that was happening? You were just stuck in your mind? Last time
She did remember everything that was happening, right?
Precisely. Yeah. We don't need to record it.
It's true, unfortunately.
This is exactly what I'm worried about. She's gonna hate all of this.
But it hits different if you see.
Really, can we do anything to spare her the second-hand embarrassment?
Nope.
We just
knock her unconscious.
I swear we shared the brain cell in that moment, Ismark. I had the very same idea.
He looks uncomfortable.
Yes, sir.
Diana, doesn't your goddess feed off of pain or something? Does second-hand embarrassment or that count towards this as well?
Oh yeah. Well, I could. Now, Linnell, I could put you to sleep. Maybe. You could sleep it off, but I think just...
If I'm sleeping, then I don't get to see your beautiful face.
That's amazing.
You can dream it.
And I'm so happy to hear your beautiful voice and watch you traipse around. And we'll see how you deal with this once it's all over. But I don't want to knock you out, but I will. So you can consent to that. She can knock you out. You can consent to that afterwards. Right now, you do you. Like, if we catch Lena, because Lena let us know she hated that, we helped her out. Avria tried helping you out. But if you consent to be punched in the face real hard to go night-night,
I may have another idea.
I mean, I don't really see what all the big fuss is about. Like, is this not an improvement? Because I feel fantastic. But, what? Being punched? I don't think I've ever been punched. Or if I have, then I don't have those memories anymore. So, I mean...
There might
be easier ways to put you to sleep, if not with magic, then something else.
Okay.
Is there magic that exists that allows someone to be put to sleep?
Oh, yeah, you want to find out? Cast sleep on.
Okay, does Ismark have to roll against that?
I think it's hit point ones,
It's-
right?
It's
Yeah.
all hit points. So I roll, and
What's
Roll
Ismark's hit points?
5d8.
5d8. All right, I'm gonna
5d8.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
1, 2.
And it's
Last
creatures within
time-
a 20 feet, like within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected
Yeah.
in ascending order. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to put the edge of that to where he's on the edge, and I encapsulate him
and no one else,
and no one else.
wait, he? Ismark?
Yeah.
Yep.
because he's
Oh.
right there with Avrea.
Well, good luck, Araya.
But Avrea's an elf, so
8,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
12.
Good luck, Avrea.
That's gonna be 28.
that won't affect him.
Ah, damn.
He's just gonna kind of blink. Did you just try to put me to sleep?
Yeah, I do. You asked. Best by
Why
experience.
is your magic so cold? And he's like starts shivering. It's
I
like-
know.
I start rubbing his arms like this.
He just has like goosebumps up and down.
Here, if this is still the plan, if you do consent, I may have another way, Linnell.
But you
I'm
might be into the
listening.
punching. You don't know yet.
I mean, I'm
Liliana,
Hmm?
roll me a history check.
Amazing. Ooh.
I have wondered what
mean-
it's like to be handled by those fists.
Wouldn't you like to know?
What about a 19?
A 19. Something about what you just did joggled a recent memory for you. Speaking to Madame Ava at the carnival encampment. What was it that she said in your private reading?
Oh,
Do
shit.
you remember?
Yeah, I need to be asleep with my music box to do the singing. I could put myself to sleep. Answers.
I'm giving you that little hint right there that you would have remembered,
Uh-huh.
but nothing more.
All right. Intriguing.
I just remembered something. When I gave the reliquary, she didn't fix it, right? Because I was gonna ask to fix it and I completely forgot.
She did not fix the reliquary.
Damn it. Well,
So, while we're on the road, do we want to hunt down any creatures of the mist?
You're going to intentionally seek them out. Is that what Iliana's asking?
I could just draw them out
What?
with my music box. We could play a little game.
do
Go monster hunting, or perhaps something else with
Hunting.
monsters.
Right.
Hunting.
Well, I mean, what do you guys want to do today?
Casually bringing up my encounter page.
I feel like celebrating. Whatever you guys want to do, Linnell is gonna do.
I feel like we should take care of this before we fight anything.
Yes.
Yeah, because Linnell's starting to talk about herself in third person now.
Do we want to find out if Linnell is into punching?
Does Linnell want to find out?
At first you had my curiosity. Now you have my complete undivided attention.
I take that as consent. Gotta jump a bit on the spot, like loosen everything up. I'm gonna try and avoid your pretty face.
In the back.
And
I mean, you don't have to. I've got
Well-
a scar right here, which is probably like a really good crosshair, you know.
Just avoid the nose and teeth.
Yeah.
Kidney punches are real fucking painful.
Oh, do that. That sounds fun.
If you're asking for it. Okay, so he's gonna try and take two very precise punches. One to the kidneys and one, well, to the scar Linnell pointed out because, well, she wants that. Okay, fine.
Roll that damage.
Damage or to hit first?
Well,
If she's not trying to avoid it,
so she's not.
I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Fun fact: she's not trying to. She technically has mage armor still cast because it's 8 hours.
If you want to flavor it, if you want to have her have to roll to hit,
I think it'd be fun. Roll to hit.
okay. Roll
She's
to hit.
letting you do it, but roll
Alright.
to hit.
The strike is it's an unarmed strike, so 18 to hit.
Yeah. I got mage armor, but it's not that good.
Second is a 19 to hit.
Roll
100%.
that damage. Roll that
So,
damage.
TPK.
yeah, the first strike
TPK.
is seven
Inflicted.
damage. That's 7 points of damage. And second attack is 6 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
So 13.
13 total. Okay. I'm bloodied. But I'm still up.
Okay. Well, gotta take another punch then. Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh.
That's
How
fine.
do you want to flavor that nat one? Nat one's in chat.
What the?
That was my phone. I'm sorry.
Apparently that's how we flavor the nat one. I think because it's a nat one, like Nell like recovers like, oh, that, you nearly had me. Oh, wait, let me help you, and leans forward. And as you go to punch, like as she leans forward, her top pulls down slightly, and you get a brief glimpse as you sort of slip your hand to the side and it collides
all that
with the
nothing.
mage armor. Yeah. You see the barren
all that
wasteland that is Linnell.
God.
Just like the lunar surface.
There's craters.
There's craters.
I mean, there's scars, so you could say, you know, you tell me. Strahd put them there.
Ooh. All right, I'm a little too loopy for this. Oh god. Go ahead, roll your damage. Or roll to hit if you're gonna hit again after that one. Whatever it is. I don't know. What are you guys doing anymore?
Can we
It's an
change
18
the
to
plan?
Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, what do you want to do, Red?
I mean, maybe instead of beating her to a pulp, you could just choke her out. Maybe she's into that as well.
But she
Oh,
doesn't need
yeah.
to breathe.
Oh, she is kind of
That's
into that, though.
I forgot about that.
No, Linnell was down for choking.
Yes, but in order to knock her unconscious, I imagine you would have to have a need to breathe.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
right.
Unless DM, do you want to make a ruling on that?
I think she just like the
Does it
pressure.
does it say on your character sheet that you don't breathe?
Yeah.
Double check. I know on Lena's it says she doesn't
Pretty
need to.
sure for Linnell, yeah, too.
But just to double check. Probably does.
I
but-
don't need to eat, drink, or breathe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So
It probably
Really
wouldn't work
crossing
the same.
streams here with the choking though. I'm gonna stick to punching in this stream.
Hmm.
Go ahead,
Struggling
then.
is somewhere else. That was an 18 to hit.
That hits.
I'm just gonna. When you start leaning forward, nearly falling down, I'm just gonna uppercut you there. That's another 6
Casual
points of
uppercut.
damage.
How much?
6 points.
6 points of damage.
So,
Still bloodied.
are
You took the
are
tough
we-
feat.
I'm just imagining just like Sarah's over here just beating the shit out of Linnell. Just like, why won't
And
you pass out?
She's still singing Barovian country.
La, la, la.
Don't make you sing more. We're a actual play channel, remember?
Svalage Road, take me home, that's a miss. Try again. West Barovia.
Okay, I imagine with the last time she hit, Linnell just falls to the floor and Sarah tries to like punch her in the face, but like, why are you still awake and keeps hitting the floor? Just wait the fuck. Oh, that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
That's just 4 points of damage.
She's on her last legs.
Okay. One more. Just straight. That's another 17.
17 hits.
This is painful to watch. I
5 points.
know she'll be
5
fine,
points.
It looks very
Still
painful.
up.
Oh man.
Hey,
Another
Sarah,
17. I keep rolling 12s. What?
what if we hit her on both sides of the face at the same time?
Yeah.
Stop
Come here.
it, she's already dead,
Slap.
Let's
literally.
do this together. All right.
Let's rattle her brain a bit.
Yeah, I'm still on top of Linnell.
Oh my god,
moving
am
a
I
bit
getting
to the
another
side, so
threesome
yeah,
so
I can-
soon?
That's exactly what's happening.
welcome to Strahdalicious, where my players are just TPKing themselves. They're gonna take each other out one by one, I suppose. So
That's a Valentine's Day card. That's not even a t-shirt. That's just let's rattle her brain a bit.
7 points of
Yeah.
damage.
3 points of damage.
Okay. Linnell is unconscious.
Finally. God,
It's for the
High
best.
five.
I feel sick to my stomach.
That took longer than expected.
That took quite a while. Oh wait, healing.
Bree, please make me a death saving throw. It's been 6 seconds.
All right. Do you need me to tell you the result?
I don't want to know.
All right.
All right, so a little healing word. Boop. Do you want to roll yourself 2d4 and add 3? Oh, do you want to do some medical stuff? I don't have to. Another 6 seconds can go by. What would you like to do?
I mean,
If you heal her with healing word, she'll just get
I'm
back up again.
unconscious.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stabilize her
Okay.
without
Stabilize without
giving
bringing
up.
to consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
imagine if Sarah kills me right now.
This is actually nice.
Yeah.
Don't patch kill.
Sarah
I did
kills
say
everyone.
that.
What a way to go.
Yep.
I mean, if you guys want to go back to the windmill, I am happy to kill you all. If that's what you want.
We considered it for a second during the break.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
We really did.
Will we go back?
The morbid curiosity. What happens when we die?
What happened?
Yeah.
Honestly, you and Patch are the only DMs where I've ever wondered more about what would go wrong than what would go right.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
So, a healing word. Are we not wanting her conscious?
Stabilized
her
at
up,
1
yes.
hit point, but still unconscious. Would that be possible?
Well, then we have to carry
with,
her.
With my first aid kit.
Okay.
She weighs nothing. It's fine.
It's got to have been 6 seconds by now.
I said it.
Yeah, he's.
I thought you were still discussing it.
No, I was doing it.
just gonna do it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to die, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious. I can't decide.
All right.
Right.
Well, I guess we can just tie a rope around Linnell and take her with
I'm
us.
just gonna scoop her up
Pulls
and
out the
throw her over
rope.
my shoulder.
Like a
She
rag
does
doll,
like being a
just like
duck.
True, you
she's
could
a
fashion
putting
her
her
sack
into
of
a
back on.
potatoes
Fine.
right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, when do we get her to come round?
When this feeling has passed, whenever that may be, it took a
Well,
while last time.
How are we supposed to know if she's unconscious?
Well, she
Just take a
couldn't tell us
short
even if she
rest.
was
Oh,
conscious.
Maybe she'll wake up feeling better.
Let's give it
Ismark
some time.
seems very unsure.
I mean,
Honestly,
it's
let's
better
give it some
mentally,
time.
probably.
Let's
A little
spare her
bit
any
physically.
more secondhand embarrassment.
Should we, at least for now, continue down this road and
Yeah, sure.
make our way?
Making her way.
Making our way.
Make it away.
Make it away.
Yes, let's
All
go.
right. So you all return to the old Strahdalicious Road. All of you probably have that song that Linnell was singing stuck in your head now. It's an earworm. It's stuck. And you continue down, passing the windmill with a... Oh, Ismark's giving it a wide breath. I don't know about the rest of you. There is something very peculiar, though, in the near distance on the other side of the windmill. You would see some strange arrangement of stones standing tall next to one another. Perhaps it's hard to make out a large half circle. Very peculiar and out of place for Barovia.
Can I make an investigation check or something?
Would you like to approach them and take a look around?
I'm not sure if I want to get too close from afar.
From afar, roll me investigation.
22.
You wouldn't be able to notice any fine details, but these stones do seem to be very intentionally arranged. Almost, perhaps, ritualistic in nature.
Hmm.
And while they are next to the old windmill, they are a decent distance away still.
Oh, Yana, you know ritualistic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen stuff like that before?
Oh, all sorts of formations. Made out of stone, other weird minerals and materials. It just depends on what plane or planet you're on.
Would it be outside of the range of the illusion? Since I tried, I went out. Would I know if it's outside of the range?
You would. And as you are walking and seeing this area come closer into sight, you would also see, just like last time, the illusion around the windmill kind of take less and less of an effect the farther out you get. Back to the gloomy, dark, overcast skies of Barovia, and the barren trees.
I mean, whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be part of the illusion. So maybe it's safe to get closer. I go cautiously closer and try to check it out.
All right. As you get closer, you would see these are quite tall, standing at perhaps twice your height. And this half circle that they seem to be arranged in cradles in the middle what looks to be a pedestal. Empty. Did you want to go up closer and investigate even more?
Sure.
You step between the stones to find that each stone bears the simplistic carving of a stick figure woman with wings and a third eye. Each carving varies slightly, some bearing extra depiction of trees, ravens, and feathers. And the stones themselves are covered in waste, dripping with black ichor, and the ground around them littered with small bones and rot. In the middle is a small pedestal with an empty slot shaped like the sun.
Oh. Wait, is this part of what? I go back and tell the others.
A sun?
Do you think it's part of the thing that the fortune teller told us? It was something about a pool blessed in sun. Light of the sun.
Well, I don't take this to be a pool. I mean, are those human bones? I don't like this place at all. I'm finding I don't like much of what we've come across, to be quite honest with you.
Well,
Blessed by the light of the white sun.
Where's the symbol of Raya?
it's on the pedestal over there.
Is it?
It's an empty slot. It's missing something.
Does
It was on the pedestal, right?
Yeah. Empty slot in the pedestal.
Does it look like it's a sun like the Dawn Father?
Is Ileana feeling sick right now?
Oh, very.
Are you allergic to that?
I'm allergic to bullshit. Yep.
Would you be able to
someone have
find
a
out
dagger?
with your...
Speaking of stressful things, how is Lena feeling after earlier? Would that have stressed her out, the pie situation, enough to roll a con save?
Sure.
I forgot to do that. And Ileana, seeing this symbolism, how are you feeling?
If it's the Dawn Father, like I'm about to projectile vomit.
It's a 9.
I'll roll for vomit.
Would
That-
Ismark know the symbol of the Dawn Father?
No, he knows of the Morning Lord.
Would it... It's not the Morning Lord then.
Take a point of stress, Lena.
Mhm.
None of you would really quite know. Even Ismark, when he looks at that, he well, I mean, it's a sun, but I cannot be certain what kind of sun. I would assume, I would be inclined to believe that it's for the Morning Lord. Makes the most sense here.
Ileana's gonna bite her hand and smear blood on the sun. Get fucked.
Not that gesture.
Freya, you feel strange standing here amidst these megaliths.
Did you say Abrea?
Yep,
Okay, great.
you feel strange, drawn to them. There's something familiar here. Not the imagery, but a feeling. Comforting feeling. Not like that of your family back home, but a feeling like those that you dream of. Just as that feeling passes, like a wisp, it dissipates, just as soon as it came.
With a sad smile, I step closer to one of the monoliths and I want to touch one.
Nothing happens. You feel your fingers touch the cold stone. It's a bit damp. Yeah, unless you choose carefully, your fingers might find themselves dipped in the ichor dripping down. It's clear to you this is a place that has been desecrated. Perhaps intentionally. And the moment you see Ileana smear blood where that symbol, slot to that symbol, it clicks in your brain that this has most certainly been a place meaningful that someone doesn't want to exist unblemished, untouched.
Ileana, you know about planes of existence, right? You
Yep.
travel through them?
Mm-hmm.
The Feywild. I know very little about all of them, but I know that the Feywild is basically the opposite of where we are.
Yeah. The Feywild I haven't been to, but trust me, I want to so bad.
Well, I'll show you all that I know. Oh, did you?
I think Sky froze on us.
Oh.
Making the best expression, too.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Welcome back, Sunshine!
I will show you all of the places that I know, and I want to know better once we get there. But I feel like this place has energy from there. And
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the Dawn Father.
No, it's okay. But I think that this is contrasting with the energy from here. So whoever did all of this doesn't want that kind of energy.
They're saying to be.
You've been stolen by the techno ghosts.
Damn it.
You're cutting out.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get you back.
I'm gonna just.
I'm just waiting to see how the. Oh, did
Oh,
it
am I
not mess up the overlay?
Just did that fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe?
Sorry to do that.
It's all
I
good.
figured it
You're
would be a
good.
quick
You're
fix.
good.
So what you're saying is we have an opportunity to be contrarians.
Maybe this is where we get the blessing from the White Sun, and then we are the one who need to bless that pool somewhere. I'm not sure.
All right. So bleeding on it was the wrong thing to do.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, let's figure it out.
Hey, Lena. Roll me perception.
Okay. Can I gamble?
Yes, you may.
Spinning the wheel.
Reminder for those of you who are in the chat who don't follow us or subscribe yet. Follow and subscribe. Adds to our pool of dread.
+1 to the roll.
Sorely needed. It's a 12. Oh wait, -1, so it's an 11.
An 11. Right. You would notice a strange, I wouldn't say sensation. It's almost like it's ever so quiet coming from your bag. The smallest of whispers. Undecipherable, indistinct. Sounds very
Gonna open her bag. See if she can sort out what's making that noise.
Roll me another perception check. Or investigation, actually.
Wow, that leapt off of the thing. It's a 9.
She's unable to find what's making that noise in her bag. Strange, quiet noise.
Oh, can I... probably too late. Knowledge from a past life.
Knowledge from a past life. Explain to me.
When you make an ability check that uses a skill, you can roll a d6 immediately after seeing the number on the d20 and add the number on the d6 to the check. You can use it 2 times.
I'll allow that. It says you can add it after.
It's a 5, so 9 plus 5.
14.
14 -1 for 13.
The sound is coming from that planchette.
Can she take it and attempt to lift it to her eye to see if she can see anything through the small window?
She lifts it, and she sees nothing. But it's clear that it's having some sort of reaction to this place.
She's just going to hold it to her ear to see if it's in a language she can understand.
Voices are too low, too quiet to decipher. Every moment that you try to focus on a word, again, wisps away. Just like the feeling that Avrea had.
I would have probably heard Avrea and Ileana was like talking this whole time, so I think at the mention of something missing, she might step forward and holding out the planchette and just... Would this do anything? It seems to be talking to me. Or, if not to me, then just out loud.
The rest of you, upon having that brought up, you would also hear the strange whispering noises.
Put it in there.
she'll try to put it in the slot.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't.
Does the slot look like anything in particular? Like, does it
It
look
does.
like a
As I said,
keyhole?
it looks like a sun.
A sun.
And the planchette is shaped like a raven skull.
What was on the pedestal? Like, there was a writing on it or something?
In the megaliths surrounding you, there was all those etchings.
Oh.
And I can repeat what those etchings had. Each bear a simplistic etching of a stick-figure woman with wings and a third eye. And each of these carvings vary slightly, some bearing extra depictions of trees, ravens, and feathers.
Try and put it on the pedestal. Maybe it'll point to one of the monoliths.
She had already placed it on the slot. Nothing happened.
She might try just walking around this site to see if the voices get louder at any point or if they stay the same volume.
No, though as you walk away, you notice it gets quieter. Camera did the thing. The thumbs up.
Damn it.
I think mine updated. Let's see if it does it. Nope. Nothing.
Just a quick laser lecture.
Is this what the inside of Lena's mind looks like?
No, that was
Probably.
just Lena casting Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, it was.
It's like when an Eldritch blasts this damn planchette.
Can I roll to not be dumb because I feel dumb?
Probably just a children's
I would
puzzle.
just say it just sticks out to you, the ravens. That it matches the raven and the etchings on the planchette. There's ravens in these etchings.
I guess seeing the ravens, can she, like, take the planchette and put it on the etching to attempt to rotate it until the skull looks like it would be a part of the etching?
Nothing happens.
Does it sound like anyone's tarot readings would relate to what we're in front of right now? That you guys remember your individual?
Let me pull up everyone's individual readings.
Can you post them? In chat?
Yeah, I can repost them. Let me go ahead. Lena, your tarot reading gives you no indication about anything here.
Right.
Freya, yours might, as you feel this closeness with that feeling, the familiarity, but it being so out of grasp.
Can I see that for a moment? The planchette, I mean.
That's you, Lena.
Wait, what?
Calling you out.
Can I see the planchette for a moment?
Sure. Hand it over.
I just want to listen carefully to the whispers and see if I can hear anything or recognize anyone.
Hey,
It's just whispers and that meme.
look at you.
John's free.
Kill John Lennon.
It's free real estate.
Hey, that
All
windmill
right.
could have been. Just saying.
Come on, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Checking something.
I feel like I need a long rest to figure this out.
Well, it could be like if you think of it like rituals, it could be if there's the sun to power like a magical item or enchantment. Maybe.
Avreya.
Mhm.
You leaned in to listen to the whispers. And you hear a voice, a woman's voice. Speak. The ravens. Speak with the ravens.
Read the ravens. I get closer to that monolith, and I ask the planchette, "How?"
All you hear is again, speak with the raven.
I'm going crazy here. Hello, ravens.
No response. You know, or you just hear, "Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear."
I know it. There it is.
Does something happen if I put the planchette on the ravens?
No,
We tried that. It didn't.
nothing. Work with me. No.
I'm still unconscious.
Where are
Wake
the
me
ravens?
up. Wake me up inside.
Wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me.
Oh,
Lost the plot.
Whew. Oh boy. But no, as you place the planchette, testing it along the ravens, you don't get any more from that. But, well, you just know. This is planchette, the person is telling you to listen to the ravens, speak with the ravens.
Can you say anything else?
Speak with ravens.
Great. Good talking to you.
Whispers.
You all just see Avreya just like getting frustrated, like looking at this thing.
Right, it's just like, can I speak to your manager?
Can I speak to your raven manager?
Well,
Hello, this is Brienne speaking. How may I help you?
I give the planchette back to Lena. Well, apparently we gotta speak to ravens. I have no idea what that means.
Well, didn't someone get one of their readings about ravens in a hill?
You guys remember your readings from before? You had a card pulled for you, the druid.
Hmm.
An evil tree grows atop a hill of graves, where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it. Look for the treasure here.
Oh, I forgot that part. I don't have that. Well, so I guess we gotta keep an eye out for ravens. But
Can't even speak with that.
Well, and then something's got to go in the slot. So I guess whatever we find, we insert it into the slot and hopefully it gets that recharge it's desperately been needing after its long dry spell.
Mm. So the rest of the monoliths look like that building, right? Like the tree, the bones.
It has
They're all
depiction of
related.
trees. It looks familiar, but you can't be too certain.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we gotta find something to put here.
Yep. Just get in.
Goodness gracious. Can't take you anywhere.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you can if you want.
Yes, no other information so far. And
Well,
as I said, the carvings, the etchings certainly have trees, but it doesn't have a tree.
mhm.
Ismark stands there leaning against one of the mechaliths, watching you all. I don't get the greatest feeling about any of this, but perhaps we come back here. I know that we're going to be passing back through this area. Regardless, right? If we head back to the village.
Yeah. We need something for that place. We don't have it yet, so I guess let's move on.
For now.
Just commit that son to memory.
Mhm.
Safe son.
Does someone want to like draw it in a journal or something?
Yeah.
We could.
If someone's going to draw it.
Maybe
I will provide for you
Maybe-
after session. I will provide for you what that salt looks like. I will
Draw it in
out.
your book
Yes,
for now.
please.
maybe
Oh, wait.
don't
Draw
I
it
can't
in
hear you.
Linnell's
Linnell.
book. I know.
Diary.
That. Draw it in Linnell's book.
No.
No,
No, I know
we don't
better.
want Strahd to see it.
I do have a journal, so
I have broken
wanna
the
try?
spine on that book many a time.
Well, perhaps it would catch her off guard.
Or bring who the Strouch that's been writing to Linnell to us real fast because it's being desecrated for a reason. Right?
Mhm.
All right.
You know what? Linnell, wake up. Um
Instantly back to death saves.
and I'm gonna smack you with a cure wounds for 5.
Okay.
Are you
There's gonna
smacking
crouch next
Linnell
to-
awake?
Yep. I deducted the 3 melee damage. Suspicious.
Now, how
Probably
is
been a
she
good
when she
hour.
wakes
Yeah.
up?
You got one more hour left in you.
Sarah crouches down next to Linnell.
Would that count as a short rest?
How long is a short rest? My brain's not working tonight.
usually
so
an
that's where I'm
hour.
at.
Hours.
An hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll count as a short rest.
All right. I will use Arcane Recovery and get some spell slots back. Power
You're
nap.
feeling great. A little sore, but like, come on, let's be real, Linnell. You like it.
I mean,
So Linnell, how was that?
we
Are
need to
you
do that
feeling-
more often.
Oh,
Honestly, that was. Wait, where are? Oh, what the fuck is that? That looks so cool. What
no.
is
Oh
it?
no.
It stinks though. I think it sticks. I can't smell. I don't know. It looks cool though. What's the plan?
You do stuff with ravens, right? Sometimes I see ravens when you do your things. Can you summon them? How does it work?
I don't know. I never tried. She tries to summon a raven.
Do you have a spell that would allow you to summon a raven?
I do not.
Nothing happens.
No, don't think that's... that would be cool, though.
It was worth a try.
Wait, what's the deal with ravens? Like, they're pretty cool.
Apparently we gotta follow them.
Follow them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna help us.
So, what, like, are they up in the trees? Like, let me try... I can try to talk to them. Caw! Caw! She just
Are you
sounds...
casting a spell, or are you
Kelly.
just saying caw?
She's just saying caw.
Some birds fly out of the trees, scattering.
There you go.
Is Mark's just like, I think you offended them somehow.
No, they'll get over it. It's fine. So what is this thing? Like, she's pointing over at the monoliths.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Oh, you don't actually know? Well, I could do something about that. Linnell walks over, places a hand on it, and casts Identify.
Okay, on identify on what specifically?
The pedestal in the middle of the monolith.
All right.
Oh, I can do it as a ritual, so I don't need to use a spell slot. I'll do that.
Okay, so you're doing that as a ritual. Let me pull up. Identify. So, while you don't necessarily understand like a specific school of magic or anything with this, there is a pretty clear feeling that an old magic flows from this pedestal, perhaps into the megaliths surrounding. And I want to look at your background for a second.
Ooh. Well, it's my room, as you can see. I've got some lights on the wall.
This is where I just kill you as the DM.
I mean, this
Okay.
would be the third time tonight, nearly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh
I
my
need
god,
your-
show.
Show!
I'm sorry.
Show
It's
just posted
adorable.
art!
Oh yeah, if you guys are in our Discord, we have several wonderful artists that will draw things from the different campaigns that we play in. And looks like our friend Shona just drew something quite lovely. Oh my goodness, it's adorable.
That's
Please,
incredible.
if you're not in our Discord, join it, check it out. We got amazing people here.
Oh my god.
Can I put that on the screen at the end?
If you want to put it on the screen now, you can.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Feels app.
We have fan art.
Hells yes.
But I will tell you, while you're getting that done, that Linnell senses an old, ancient magic. And it almost seems like it's containing something. Oh, made it real big. Show. Hello, I just hijacked the stream.
Yes, you did.
It's so cute. Everyone, there. Wait, which way? Right there. Look at it.
I just moved
It's
it.
adorable.
It's so
I love it so much.
So cute.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
I'll post it on socials as well after. There we go. All right.
But yes, It is an old, ancient magic that seems to be containing something. What that something is, unfortunately, you don't know.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's like containing some like really old magic, like older than the Barovian music that I was singing earlier, like even older than that.
What is it? It's Barovian magic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all the verbal components have to use the same accent that I used when I was singing earlier.
The sun
Okay.
part is interesting because it's not always sunny in Barovia. It's like literally never sunny in Barovia.
I mean, it's old, so maybe there was a time before the mists, when...
Wait,
Before Strahd.
what if this is dropping out the sun?
Oh,
That ruthless to block out the sun.
How would you miss it? Exactly. You're all gonna get sunburns if we figure this out.
Do we really need the sun?
Gingers get them the worst, FYI. From what I've seen, oh my god.
Oh no, fuck the sun. I want the
we also get cute freckles though.
Wait, do you want to fuck the sun? That sounds bold.
They call
know,
it
it's
the
interesting.
light bringer.
Is the sun a person?
She's going to side-eye Sarah in that moment, like the fire genasi.
I mean, does Lena know what a fire genasi is?
Well,
I'm
Her
not
hair
even
looks
sure
like-
you know she's fire genasi. I'm not even sure Sarah knows.
Meta hammer. Bam. Back, Bridget.
it's late. I'm tired. I've lost the plot.
Oh. All right. So, you all have examined these megaliths, perhaps gaining more questions than answers. You see that the already dark and dismal sky is growing increasingly dark. Did you want to make camp before you head out?
Let's camp right here.
Yeah, I love this
Amazing.
place.
Why are you so
Oh.
I don't know
eager?
why, but
Oh, you know, I just want to do things and stuff and things.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Sure.
There's bones, human bones, I'm fairly certain, littering the ground, and it smells like rot. Do we have to here?
The bones don't do it for you then?
Oh, I'm not bothered by the smell.
Do they do it for you?
I mean, you're the only one here with a bone, but
I mean, I've
Oh,
got
I
sure we all have bones.
I've got bones, but I think there's some of them are still broken. Like, damn those fists.
I know.
Not sorry one fucking bit.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna pick up a sharp looking bone and start picking my teeth with it in front of him. I mean, I really don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about this place, but it feels very comfortable, comforting. Oh,
You too. Freya. Did you not see the?
You know what's real
That's a
weird,
human
Abrea?
jaw.
That was adorable. Freya.
Abrea, don't you think it's really adorable that the the man here is just really leaning on you for sense and reason. What is this, Pride and Prejudice? Oh wait, you wouldn't know. You don't read books from good places.
Well, I mean, I'm flattered, but yeah, I kind of agree.
It doesn't
Ooh,
feel. It doesn't feel good to be used as a crutch. There, Ismart. It really
Mhm.
doesn't. Avria is very strong. She could take
Oh,
you
yeah.
out. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Well, I'm just trying to speak reason into a group of people who are just beyond that, apparently, considering the circumstances. We just nearly escaped with
But look at how
barely
well we're
getting
doing.
our eyes.
It's no worse than anywhere else we've made camp.
How do you know that you're the one with good reason if you're the only one thinking like that?
Considering that you all want to camp where there is bone and rot, you are all welcome to camp here. I am going to camp farther away.
Y'all remember when
So-
we camped in a death house with ghouls?
And that was not ideal either.
So you'd enjoy taking chances in the woods by yourself.
Compared to
On your
sleeping
own.
in rot, I don't think I would be able to sleep.
Well,
I wouldn't even
Think
feel it.
about
Do
it
you
like
want me
this.
to knock you out? Linnell was into that.
I can vouch for it.
am
It's
not
very
into
effective.
that. I am not into that, and I will be over there. And he points,
Not even if Avrea does it.
she's made clear
I'm
how she
gonna-
feels about the situation. So I will be over
It
there
was a
if you
poll.
need
We
me.
thought about it.
I'm not gonna leave you alone. But think about it like this. This place reeks, as you said, right? That means that predators are not gonna come near here. So it's actually better to sleep here than over there.
Make
where
a
you'll be
persuasion
more
check.
vulnerable.
Can she attempt to subtly pass the handcuffs to Avrea? Like with sleight of hand?
Okay, he's rolled in perception against that. So you're going to have to roll sleight of hand.
And I would like to take an inspiration key.
Of course you would. Is there one in there? As I feel around.
Does Ismark want to gamble?
Is Mark going to gamble?
Those card.
Ooh, we haven't had a NPC gamble. Maybe I should start doing that.
Could be fun.
Is Mark will gamble.
All right, spinning that wheel. And the result is Spirit Blessed.
And that is an auto success.
And all that
I got a
that
18.
shit calling he was doing about #blessed. And he's,
Hashtag.
Get out of here. I kick you from the call. But yes, he will see the handcuffs and he storms off. Clearly now
What?
beyond
Even if my
upset.
I rolled an 18. It was good.
He got spirit blessed,
Auto
and
success.
you guys told him to gamble, and he gambled. So he's gonna stomp off. Just having seen, because that's the thing. I know you were rolling for the persuasion, but he saw what Lena was doing, and he's not okay with that.
Fine, I'm coming with you. I'm gonna go after him.
Right.
I think
Maybe
we're
while
now,
his
Only
back
one.
is
We'll leave
turned,
them.
can...
On their own? Or do we go with them?
I just don't get. If the stones feel familiar to her and she's happy about it, why would he walk away from that just because he's grossed out? That's a red flag. Your handcuffs were a red flag too. Red flags, both scenarios. Just, you guys don't go too far. I mean, if the stones felt good, hang out. I'll sleep in the fucking middle of it. Screw this.
She's got a point.
He's silent.
I
Where
think
do you want to go?
Oh, they're telling me not to use you as a crutch, so I'm not using you as a crutch. So I'm going as far as I feel comfortable enough to make camp.
Great. Let's go.
You don't have to put it up with the Rhea. You could. You don't have to put up with it.
I just want to keep an eye on him.
Like at like 20 feet away from the megaliths.
On your own head be it.
Y'all, come here. Hey, so if Ismark starts like getting scary man behavior, I vote we eat him.
Does that concern Linnell in the slightest, considering circumstances?
I
mean,
I
she's still under the effects of the pie, so
She is. She is under the effects.
I mean, Avreya is great. And I want to keep her great, and I don't want someone to make her shine less. She shouldn't have to put up with that. So if Ismark starts being more, we eat him.
I mean, all I know is, and she unhooks one of the straps on her arm, like, I'm not all fussed about sleeping alone tonight.
Who says you will be?
And she chuckles. It's the first time you've ever heard her chuckle, and she starts making camp in the middle of the monolith.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm down with eating like human formed being, but I'm down with killing him if it comes to that. And you can eat him, that's fine. But
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Oh man, toxic relationships. Am I right? We got to try to look out for one another.
yeah.
Morals are skewed in this party.
Okay, let's make.
All right. So you all make camp. And we're not going to do too much more today. But is there anything you all would like to do during this long rest? And Ileana, I want you to think on that hint, that memory that you became much more clear and in focus.
Yeah. I've got a song in my head. Ready for a good time. So ready to sleep. And I think before I go to sleep, hey Sarah.
Hmm?
Do you want to go make out on that monolith?
Sure, if you ask me like that.
I think the one with all the ravens. Like that's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Linnell, by now, you are normal. By the end of setting up camp, you're back. Complete normal.
She's like just finished, like, there we go.
Lena's been helping, so I think she would be nearby.
Shit.
My sentiments exactly.
I don't even know where to begin unpacking any of that.
We tried to spare you from the worst of it.
Okay. I'm gonna go lie down. Yeah. She just goes and lies down. And she won't make eye contact with anyone. She's just eyes to the ground.
And in this moment, darkness settling over everything. Just clockwork. Ileana, from your bag. Music box.
I cast sleep.
All right.
And I'm not gonna fight it. I'm gonna succumb to it.
In your sights, hazy, the small locked music box, quietly humming its lovely melody, begins to open. A strange, virtual image of Dath and Veer appears. As they appear sleeping in a strange crypt. And that's the last thing you see before you succumb to sleep for the night. And I think that's a perfect place to stop for the night. Thank you, everyone, for watching us for episode 15, Strahdalicious. We're going to go ahead and, like every session go around, my players are going to reintroduce themselves, plug what they want to plug, and give me their favorite moment from today's session. Starting with River.
Hi, I'm River. I've been playing Sarah, and I keep punching friends apparently, which is also one of my favorite moments today. I was surprised at how well Linnell held up. To be honest, also it didn't do much damage. There were only D4s, but still.
Tough Feet came in clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and socials, edelweiss.chaos and Tales of Exandria if you want to see Critical Role content. And yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Patch.
That's me. I'm Patch, the usual face you see on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays here on QuestJunkies. You find me here in aforementioned days, plus every other Friday over on PhoenixUK, playing my less dead, less traumatized, well, slightly less traumatized wizard, Kellen Sturgrove. Favorite moment? I think, there's so many amazing moments. I haven't laughed so much in this session, in a D&D session, for quite some time. Like the energy at the table tonight was palpable, and I love it. If I'm brutally honest, my favorite moment was the moments before the recap ended and we got into it, and the tension at not knowing what was about to happen, which I live for those moments doing this kind of thing. So thank you, Brie, for a wonderful, traumatizing experience.
You're welcome. We'll have plenty more in the future.
Yes.
All right, Sky.
Hey everybody, I'm Sky. I play Ileana. My favorite moment tonight, I I think was... So we gotta... I like using ones that haven't been used. I want to say Ismark throwing a fit. I get it, but also I got my eye on him. You can find me when I'm not here over on YouTube under Sky McSparkle, and we can watch Critical Role and other nerdy shows together. And that's what I do. Mm-hmm.
All right, C.
Hi, I'm C, and you can find me on YouTube as Hey C, and I've played Avera. My favorite moment was the Barovia songs. Village roads, take me home.
Take me
I love
home.
it.
Hey, next time I'll get my cowboy hat out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bridget.
Hi, friends! I'm Bridget. I've been playing a little horny, sneaky, and freaky warlock. Yeah. Interesting stuff tonight. You can, when I'm not here every Friday getting some combination of sad, scared, and horny, you can find me Monday nights in the Redania Chronicles, the glorious homebrew campaign, playing Frank the way the Long Death Shadow Guy Monk. And when I'm not on stream, you can find me behind the scenes recapping, lore keeping, fanficking. I think in about, 90-ish minutes, me and Bray are going to be hopping on over to Candlekeep over on Phoenix Awaki's channel, where I play a hero. He's just Ken. Can't wait for that. And favorite moment, the TPK that never was, but very still could, might be. I know it's still a strong possibility, but I meant when I said that, yeah, I love the kind of DM that will actively make me wonder what would happen if everything went wrong. And that's Bree and Patch for me.
Yay. All right. So that leaves me. I am Bree, your humble dungeon mistress for Fridays here at Strahdalicious. When I'm not here DMing, you can find me every other week, as Bridget said, over on Phoenix Awaki's channel, playing Candlekeep. I play Fliz, the very concerning little gobbo who has a penchant for eating cats. And you can also find me on various social media under Breathe the Tired, either doing silly TikToks or artwork. Let's see. And my favorite moment for today was really, there was that moment that you guys were debating how you guys wanted to tackle the things with the hags. And this was not on stream. It was right before stream started. But seeing that conflicting, like, knowing you guys had, like, different things you wanted to do and different ways you wanted to take this, and just the anticipation, just I could feel how palpable the stress was as we went through the initiative order, and you guys were all like trying to decide what you should do with your turns. And delicious. I love it. I love it. One thing I want to note to everyone watching us, we won't have session next week. And in fact, we have a special kind of lineup for Strahd stuff next month, since the holidays are indeed approaching. And so we will have our campaign playing, this is for Strahd specific, on the 8th and the 15th. And then we will see you again in January. So with that, before my players head into the next part of Strahdalicious, they do get to level up to level 5. So enjoy your level. And we, for those 2 days in December, are going to be having a very Strahdalicious Christmas special. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna get to explore perhaps some other interesting characters in Barovia and see how they handle things. but more on that later. But where's my thing? You guys are all want to be left out. But with that, again, thank you all to my players, to those of you watching live over on Twitch, and to those of you catching up on our VODs over at YouTube. We will, again, not be here next week, but in 2 weeks' time. And until next time, may the mists of Barovia never obscure your path. Take care, adventurers. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.